What's good, everybody? Welcome to Bowler's Paradise. My name is Ben. I'm a USBC server certified coach, and today we are taking a look at the all new Quantum EVO Response from Brunswick. Before we get started, go ahead and scroll down, hit that subscribe button. We are your source for honest cross-brand comparisons of bowling balls, so if you like them, be sure you hit that notification bell too so you don't miss out on the next one. The all new Quantum EVO Response from Brunswick is the next generation in a pretty successful line for the Big B. This is the fourth in the EVO line, the second Pearl, and the first to feature the HK22 additive in its Pearl cover stock finished to a 1500 grit polished sheen out of the box. However, the inside of the EVO line is where the magic is made, as each of the 4 releases has had a specifically articulated intermediate diff based on what pairs best with that cover stock. This version features the QCS-24 Core, the same from the original EVO Pearl with its 251RG, 053 differential, and a really strong 024 intermediate diff. For the layout, I went with a 5x4.5x4.5 2LS layout, and this is one that was inspired by what worked on the 3D offset attack, as there are some pretty significant similarities between the two, but this Quantum features a substantially stronger intermediate differential. And on the lanes, it took me a while to find where this piece wanted to be used on the lane. The shape was definitely more controlled than some of the other HK22 Pearls, which I expected with the super high intermediate diff. But unless I really pushed it to the outside part of the lane, it just wouldn't hold pocket even as I got inside a 4th arrow. I guess it's in the name though. The friction response is just really high. If I missed it inside, it went through the face, and this rule applied until I was throwing the ball over the gutter and inside a 5th arrow. But even though I tried to make this exact thing not happen, the continuation through the pins once I lined up way inside with the EVO was ridiculous. Similar to the Emerge from Ebonite, I just never really expect a piece with this much core to be able to cover so many boards and carry the corners well, but here we are again. Don't get me wrong, I think that this level of performance is impressive, but we're to the point where it's getting a little ridiculous that all of the Brunswick brands have a piece that is this strong using essentially the same cover material, and identifying the differentiation between the EVO and the Emerge, the Envision Pearl, the Paragon Pearl, the 3D offset attack, and all the other HK22 ASIM Pearls is becoming pretty difficult. When I think of pairings that would work well with this EVO Response, the EVO Hybrid and the Teal Rhino Pro are the first two that really stand out to me. The EVO Hybrid is of similar overall strength with a different friction response, and the Teal Rhino Pro is a significant step down from both pieces, providing a good look in a completely different part of the lane. Between these 3 pieces, I think the question of which ball to use is going to be answered by which part of the lane gives the best opportunity to strike. The Rhino will be played furthest outside, the EVO Hybrid a zone inside of that, and finally the EVO Response another zone or even 2 inside of the Hybrid. For comparisons, I actually started with that Quantum EVO Hybrid, and you can see just how different it is. The shape down lane is a night and day difference from the Pearl, but in a good way. Even though I was a little trapped with the Hybrid, it still gave me a look that I personally wouldn't mind using on this condition. Smooth, easy to get to the pocket, and as long as I did the right thing with my hand, it carried pretty well. The EVO Response was similar in shape and continuation, it just had to be played a zone further inside than the Hybrid. For our cross-brand comparison, I grabbed the Exotic Gem from Rotogrip, and this piece was designed to be a control Pearl option, and that shines through in these shots. The Exotic actually struggled through the carry down on this lane, nearly missing the head pin on a couple shots and just swishing pins around as I moved just a little inside. On the lane where I could hardly keep the EVO Response in the pocket because of how strong it is, the Exotic Gem was just in a completely different world, being significantly weaker overall and needed to be nursed just the right way to get all 10 pins to fall over. But with that, here's my recommendations on the types of bowlers that I think would match up really well with the Quantum EVO Response. The first is balanced bowlers. If you have a matched up ball speed and rev rate, maybe even edging on the side of speed dominance, you should really enjoy this ball. It's going to be a consistent option on high ratio conditions, and when you get into tournament play, you'll be able to jump inside of everyone and just trust that it will still have enough to get through the pins and carry the corners. The second is lefties. Seeing how much the Exotic Gem struggled with the carry down on this lane and the EVO didn't, Lefties will be sure to appreciate that when combating urethane traffic, which at this point they see all the time. The all-new Quantum EVO Response takes some old ideas and pairs them with some new cover technology to create a shape so strong that when you match up with it, you might just open up a door to a new universe of potential in your game. And you can pick this up today and much more at bowlersparadise.com. Be sure you use that discount code YouTube at checkout for free shipping. Thank you to Dale's West Indies for letting us film this video. If you haven't yet, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more ball and product reviews, and as always, remember you guys, having the right ball in your hands, now that's a bowler's paradise. Peace.